guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going in the chicken coop. I have 16 new laying hens. They are now 18 weeks. So we're going to go in there and check in on them. I haven't done really many videos on them just because I have not been able to tell them apart. But now that they're growing combs and wattles and different colorations on their bodies, I can start to tell a little bit the differences between them. So we're gonna go in there, and they just started laying yesterday, which is really cool. I got a little white egg from one of my white leghorns. I'll tell you some of their names and mannerisms and all of those things. So let's get in there because I'm excited. Okay, as we come into this pen, most of these are the big girls. They are the 19 laying hens that I have. However, as you can see, some of these chicks have started to come out. That's because they are growing and they're being pecked away less. They're starting to lay, so they're basically starting to become more submissive to me. They're not as fidgety. Look at these girls right here. Even as they're taking dust baths, this is not one of the new ones, but they can walk right next to them. Hi, girls! So here's one of the new hens. This is a Midnight Majesty Marin. This is Siren. Hi, baby girl. This is Whiskey. She is a Americana. And then we have Athena right there. She's a white leghorn. Behind Athena, we have Gypsy. She's another she's another Midnight Majesty Marin. Then we've got India. India is a black Australorp. And then behind her, we have, that is Xanthi. Or actually, no, that's Quest. I am still trying to get to know these new hens just because some of their colors are starting to come out. This is Kodiak. She is a olive egger. So I do have a few olive eggers, and a few of them look alike, but she's getting pretty big as well. She will supposed to be laying olive green eggs. You okay, baby girl? Hi, pretty girl. That's actually not Gypsy, that's Disco. Gypsy's the other one that looks almost just like her. This is Magic. Magic is also another olive egger. You could see the coloring on her neck. That allows me to tell her apart. Gypsy's coming out. She's the one that has more brown on the back of her neck. So Disco has a little bit less brown on her neck, and Gypsy has a little bit more. What's up, pretty girls? This is Xanthi. She is a Midnight Majesty Marin as well. Let's see, who is this? This might be Clarity. I'm still trying to get to know some of these chickens and know their differences. Well, hi, pretty girls. This is Quest. The other one outside was Eclipse. And this is Genesis. And of course we have Jinx. There's Gypsy. See the back of her neck? It is a little bit more brown, so that's how we tell her apart. Well, hi, pretty girl. And then of course we have Magic right there. That one is Cricket. Cricket's also a white leghorn. Now let's see if there's any eggs in here. So I saw Quest in here before, and it doesn't look like they've laid any eggs yet. Let's check the other boxes. Nope, we don't have any more, but of course these girls are gonna be laying. 2 of them are laying so far. So we do have the grower feed has been taken away, and we do have the layer feed. It's back out here. What's up, Darcy? Is she the head hen? Darcy's the head hen. I love you, Ginger. So again, this is Cricket. The white leghorns seem to be a little bit more petite than the rest of these fuller bodied chickens. But they're getting really big. Again, I've not done many videos on them just because I have not been able to tell them apart. What are you doing up there, India? What is she doing up there? She is on the food right now. Now, I do have a camera in here that watches all of them. And I do have these 6 new nesting boxes up here so that the new chicks can start laying. They also take up this entire space when they are roosting. And it's been a little bit more of a challenge to clean off the shelves, but I do put this red sand on the shelves just to be able to wipe the poop off easier, which has been a lot easier for me. Now, as you can see, most of them are getting along. When it is, oh, do not, that's gonna fall off of there. Now, most of them are getting along. You can see they are all intermingling together, not really pecking each other away anymore like they used to in the beginning. Even when it is like hot outside, most of them will be out here taking either dust baths or just drinking the cool water. But for the most part, they are all getting along, which I really love. Big Fluff! Big Fluff, Athena! Oh, she's a pretty girl. She's also starting to get some fowl pox on her head, on her comb and her wattles, which is contagious among the chickens. So therefore I do have iodine in their water, which helps take that away. But if I didn't have the iodine in there, it would clear up on its own. This is my sweet girl Whiskey. She's my favorite of the chicks. This is my baby girl Whiskey. Usually Ginger gets jealous when I am holding Whiskey. She's a pretty girl. Oh, she's a pretty girl right there. Well, hi, is she gonna lay me an egg? So I am so glad that their grower feed was taken away because my bigger chickens had started to have some egg laying problems. Echo was having problems. Cosette was having problems. Even one of the new chicks, Quest, she tried to lay an egg and it was soft shelled, which was not good. They need that calcium to lay. I want to go back down there. I want to go back down there. Here. Where is she trying to go? What are these 2 girls doing up there? What are you doing up there, Athena? So it is definitely hard to tell some of these chickens apart. We've got Zen. Zen is right there. She is also an Americana, just like Whiskey. So both of these are Americanas. They will be laying blue eggs. Oh, that was a big jump. Now, before these chicks were older, they would hang out in this corner right here, and they kind of seem to flock to this corner all the time. I don't know why. They kind of still do. They also like to try to get at what's ever under here, so I have to try to kind of hide this open area underneath there because they are small enough to get in there. Now, if you guys can remember, I did make a new video about adding these new nesting boxes, so I put the old one on the floor. I did have to put 2 of the wooden boxes back up here just because they weren't laying in these boxes. They're kind of foreign to them, so I kind of had to put back up what they're used to. Would you girls get down from there? Come on. Come on. What is she doing there? Come on, Quest. Come on. What's up, Magic? Magic is the most skittish, but hopefully she will come around. Yeah, she's definitely skittish. Hi, Gypsy. What's up, Eclipse? This one's Eclipse. Hi, Xanthi. Xanthi has more of a red face, and then her sister Siren has more of a kind of like a darker face, which is how I tell them apart. See how Ginger's getting jealous right now? Come here, she's gonna give me the snuggles. Hey, you let her give me the snuggles. See, Ginger wants to give me the snuggles every time I'm by the new chicks. Will you stop it? She will get on you. She'll get on you. Maybe I'll get on you. You gotta be a good girl. Stop pecking me. Will you stop it? Oh, I love you, Ginger. I love you. She's so cute. Hey, you leave her alone. You leave her alone. See, she's gonna get you. She's gonna get you. Hi, Cricket. What's up, Athena? Is she the one that laid me those eggs? I know, Ginger. I love you. See how they're more comfortable coming out here? Because they're not getting pecked away as much. I kind of feel like they know their place on the pecking order. They drink within the same waterers. They're not scared away as much as they used to be. But they do still have a pecking order, so they will still peck the younger girls away, which is okay. That's what they're supposed to do. And me as their owner can't really, we're not supposed to interfere with that. What do you have there, Magic? Magic has something, and now the girls are chasing her. Oh, she ate it, whatever it was. But they're definitely getting used to the rest of the flock. Now, Scarlet, which is my 19th on the pecking order, she is the bully. She's the one who wants to get up on the chicks more so than she should. So then Gracie, see how she'll peck them away. So then Gracie will actually get up on her like a rooster and get her to the ground, kind of like as if saying, get off of them, you know, only peck them a little bit, because she does it every single time that she gets on them. Almost as if, you know, Gracie knows that you just peck once. You don't need to bully them. You don't need to chase them. And so far, Gracie has kept Scarlet in check this entire time. I've seen Scarlet actually simmer down when it comes to the chicks. She's not chasing them as much. She's not bullying them as much because I think she doesn't want to be dominated by Gracie. Now these chicks also do make their way out into the tunnels whenever I do open the door. Usually when I have new chicks, they won't make their way out into the tunnels until later on, but they have started venturing out into the tunnels. And when all of the big chickens are in here and the little chickens are in there, then I open the tunnels. The big chickens will go out there, and that allows all the little chickens to come out in this pen. And then furthermore, when the big chickens are all the way around to the other side, that's when the chicks will start making their way into these tunnels, because the big girls aren't there to scare them away. Right, Piper? They're pretty hot. They do have ice blocks in their water. Hi, Ginger. I'm just showing those chicks. We're just showing those chicks right there. This is Siren. See her face, how it's a little bit darker. This is Disco. Hi, Disco. Hi, pretty girl. This one is Quest. She's the one that laid the egg yesterday. Hey, Scarlet, ouch! Leave her alone. You peck once and that's it. Laura Lee just pecked my arm. That hurt. What's up, Zoe? Why'd she peck my arm? Why'd she peck me? See, watch her. This one's Gracie, this one's Scarlet, and if she does anything wrong, she will get on top of her and show her who is boss. It's almost like she's waiting for her to peck them away. Because she will definitely show her dominance. She shows her place in line. She's in the top 11. And she's in the 11 to 20. But because she's 19th on the pecking order, that's why she was so ready to get on these chicks, because she didn't want to be the bottom anymore. And then when these chicks are out in the pen, they usually hang out over here. They'll flock together over there. Some will make their way over here within the rest of the flock, but again, their pecking order will say to basically, hey, I'm ahead of you, I'm in charge, and you don't get to eat, you don't get to drink until we say you do. Even when I'm out here during my TikTok lives and I'm giving them treats, the chicks are the last to get the treats. And the big girls will scare the little girls away almost immediately. They'll run them right inside. But then once they've filled up on treats, they allow the chicks to have some. Hey, be good to her. That's Mommy's girl. Tokyo just got up on Ginger. And they're starting to preen themselves. Surprised that the chicks started roosting right away with the big girls, because my first flock, I had 6 original chickens. One of them got killed by a fox. And when they were on the roosting bars, my second set of 10 would come out here and roost on here. And the chicks didn't do that. The 16 chicks didn't do that. They saw the other chicks, or they saw the other chickens up on the roosting bars and just followed suit. Basically just went up there to roost just like they were. And I think they're doing the same thing with their nesting boxes. When they see the big chickens nesting, they know that's where they're supposed to nest. So they'll go up there to nest. However, when I saw Quest, she had an egg sticking out of her vent, and it was soft. And the reason why is because I took away the big chicken's layer feed. So even when the chickens, the new chicks, are starting to be 18 weeks, they need the calcium too to start laying. So as she went to go lay her first egg, it was soft, and we don't want that. We need it to be hard. The calcium that is in that layer feed gives them the calcium they need to make the egg hard. Now this is my chicken Echo. She was having problems laying as well, and so was Cosette. These two are in my top 10, and they were having problems laying also because they weren't getting enough calcium in their feed because I had taken away the layer feed. So that's why I would come out here and give them Apparel grubs, which has 82 times the calcium, which is 3.5% more calcium than they're getting in their grower feed. But now I've switched them all over to layer feed again, so hopefully they'll be getting all of the nutrients they need to lay eggs. She was under the weather yesterday, and so was she. She kind of looks like she's calming down and cooling down. However, today I saw her taking a dust bath, which yesterday she was over there in the corner just looking at the corner. That means they're not feeling well, but today she seems to be a little bit better. I'm hoping that she did lay an egg. And then Cosette too. Cosette was kind of bottom heavy, and that means that she was egg bound. The egg was stuck in her. So I tried to massage her vent to try to get the egg out, but I'm not sure if it worked or not. She could have laid on her own, but she seems to be in better spirits today. Well, what did you do here? You can't do that. You just dropped it all over the floor. Look at these curious chickens. Would you get away from there? Now, before I had this water in here, this water also has iodine in it. Before I had that in here, the new chicks will drink out of this water, which is the heated water. And because they weren't being allowed out here from the big chicks, because the main waterers are out here and right there, and since the big chickens would always scare them back in here, that was their water source for the entire time they were growing up. So I think they've become accustomed to drinking from there, but it's okay. I've got 4 waterers out now. At least they know how to use the machine. They know how to peck at the little nipples that are there. I also put ice in there to cool down the chickens. And I also moved their feeding station. I had this feeding station all the way over there, just to allow the chicks to have their own privacy when eating, so they weren't picked away as much, but you kind of want to integrate them together, so I put the whole feeding station, just made it a little bit bigger so that all of them can eat together. Now I'm going to collect these eggs. I'll probably just put them in my shirt. And I'm hoping that more chickens will be laying, because I think today I've only gotten maybe 10 or so, but now that I have these 16 new laying chicks, they should definitely start to lay more. Is she hot right there? See how they're holding their wings open? That means they're hot. Hi, Whiskey. And then they like to eat this cardboard. I don't know why, but it's almost like they're not getting fed, but they are. And I do have a fan that I purchased just to cool them off a little bit more, just because this ventilation doesn't reach this whole coop, but it does make it a little dustier in here. Gypsy, will you stop eating that? Stop eating that! Will you stop eating that, Gypsy? Thank you for eating it off the floor, because we don't want mice in here. Oh, someone got picked away out here. And it was Josie. Josie is 11th on the pecking order, but she is actually molting. If you could see the back of her neck, she's losing her feathers. That means that she will all of her feathers will go away. She molted last year as well pretty hard, and then their feathers grow back. And this usually happens during the fall and the winter. I just called all of them. I called all of them out here, and they all just came running out here. It was so cute. It's starting to rain. It's one reason why I didn't put them in their tunnels today. But look at how peacefully they are living among each other, which is really great because before it used to be a chaotic mess with them being scared away all the time. It was pretty sad. But now they are all being adults about it and enjoying their life, all the while still respecting each other's space and the pecking order. It'll be really cute to start seeing the big ones snuggling with the smaller ones. Well, we have gotten a good amount of eggs there. Most of those are from the laying hens, like the bigger hens. I think this is the only one right here from one of the white leghorns, but pretty soon there's going to be a lot more than that per day. And right now I have 7 dozen just sitting here. I sell them to the local community. I also gift my Airbnb guests 6 in their welcome basket. I also sell them to the renters, so that could be either the Airbnb guests, the RV guests, or the tent campers. And then if there's too much around, like too much that gather up right here, I can feed them back to the chickens, which have a lot of protein and calcium. I also eat the eggs, so it is a never-ending supply of eggs around here. How exciting is that, y'all? My 16 new chicks have finally started laying, and they're all grown up now. Everybody's on layer feed now. I do have like a big half bag of grower feed still left. Maybe I will mix it up with the layer feed just to get rid of it. Maybe I'll just give it away or sell it, but I just needed to get them on their layer feed right away. And now they're all intermingling just fine. A lot less pecking going on from the first video that I had shown you guys when I let them out of the pen. They were pecking a lot more. Even Scarlett's being less of a bully, so that is good. But yeah, hope you guys are enjoying my chicken journey. That is it for me. I'm not going to be having any more chickens. I just had a chicken, Lydia. She passed away about 4 or 5 days ago. Don't really know what was wrong with her, but I did keep her comfortable inside the house for about 15 days before she passed. And instead of putting them in the chicken grave anymore, I put them on the side of the property just to let the wildlife take them. But that is what happens when you own chickens. It's been fun, and we're just going to have fun with these 35 that we have now. No more chickens next year. So we're just going to watch these girls grow up and hang out with them. So it'll be awesome. Just for you guys, if you guys don't know this, I am on TikTok and I do lives with the chickens, so we will go out there and hang out with them. So if you want, come and join us. Yeah. So if you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and click the notifications bell so you can receive a notification every time I post a new video, which is every Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.